When I was 29, I was hospitalized for 4 days with pancreatitis. It was because of my drinking. When I got out of the hospital after 4 days, I stopped drinking for a little while. And then a couple months later, I got it again. I went back to the hospital 4 or 5 days, and then I got out. Then I went back again, and I started this cycle of going to the hospital a lot because of my drinking. And one morning I went to go get a drink because I felt the seizure was going to happen. And on my way to get the drink, I had a seizure, and I went into a state, it's called post-ical state, and I came to inside of a stranger's house down the street, and she called the police, and I realized I didn't know where I was, and I walked outside and I waited for the police to come so I could explain what was going on. And I was arrested, and I went to jail for a little while. I walked away from a career, I walked away from a life, and I drank more. And then I continued to have seizures if I stopped, and I continued to go to the hospital. 2 days into my residency at Teen Challenge, I came in on a Monday. On Wednesday, that night we had chapel, and I remember just feeling this sense of warmth, like, hey, you know, you're finally home, and I've been missing you. And I just kind of fell on the ground. I had tears just coming out of my eyes. I don't even remember what the pastor spoke about that night, but I do remember that I hadn't felt God like that ever before. And it was like I felt that he actually missed me when I was gone and that I was back. I remember my mom looked at me and said, I've seen you try and fail so many times to stop drinking and to get your life back in order. But this time I believe it. And that was the beginning of getting the trust back from my family that I really lost. I've heard it said from so many before that people don't change. And I've learned working at Teen Challenge that everybody does change, and the only one who doesn't is God. And I see people that come in just wrecked, and I see an absence of God in their heart, and I see that change. I see it daily. It's not once every now and then. I see it every single day. I see a change, and it's motivating. It's that refreshment I get when I'm having a bad day, and then I see something and I quickly think that gets to be a part of my life every day. If I could talk to myself 10 years ago, I think I would tell him, you're not happy, you know you're not happy. The things that you think make you happy are not of God, and that God misses me, and I should come back.